So today we've got a little bit of an interesting video. I managed to get my hands on some red 8K raw footage, and we're going to see how well I can edit that on a MacBook Pro. Right, first of all I need to apologise for the audio quality of this video, as my actual microphone ended up breaking, so I'm having to use my backup microphone. Every year, Røde release a new camera with an even more groundbreaking resolution, but is it possible to edit 8K red raw footage on a MacBook Pro? Now obviously I can't afford a red camera, so instead to perform these tests, I downloaded the raw footage from their website. Now today we're going to be running these tests to see if the MacBook Pro can modify, cut, grade and export red raw footage, and we'll be testing on Final Cut Pro, but I'll also throw some Premiere Pro benchmarks in at the end of the video. The machine we're going to be using is going to be the top spec 2015 MacBook Pro Retina 15 inches. I have 3 clips, 2 of which were taken with the Epic weapon and 1 was taken with the standard weapon. First of all, we're going to import them into Final Cut Pro, then create an 8K timeline. When it comes to importing footage, I would usually take my 4K footage, transcode it into proxy, and then once the editing's done, change it back to original media and render it out. Modification of red raw settings aren't actually supported on proxy, so I'm going to have to run this as original media, which may put some extra strain on the system. Modifying the settings was absolutely doable in Final Cut. The settings changed almost immediately and with no problems. The same was for cutting the footage. Then I moved on to color grading, which is where the problem started. First of all, my color grading plugin, which is FilmConvert, a very reliable plugin and the best I've used by far, doesn't actually support 8K footage, and when I applied it to either directly the 8K footage or an adjustment layer, it completely broke my timeline and the software crashed. I was also unable to reopen that timeline as it would crash due to the effect every time. I had to recreate the timeline, and then with a different tool, which was MLUT, it worked fine, as well as the stock color corrector and looks in Final Cut. But Magic Bullet wouldn't even load. After grading, it was time to render the project. It was 30 seconds in length and took 5 minutes to render, which isn't actually that bad. Now moving on to Premiere, I've replicated what I did in Final Cut, but instead I used Lumetri color and rendered it out. This took 20 minutes, so it was longer but still workable. Now I did just have to move locations because my tiny little LED panel died, but overall editing 4K on a MacBook Pro wasn't that bad of an experience. Now we are going to have to wait for software to be updated to catch up with the 8K workflow, but when that's done, I don't think editing 8K on a MacBook Pro will be a problem. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and there's one thing left to say, and that is bye.